And when you got to the finish line, how did it feel?
When I got to the finish line, it was very, very strange, right? Because I've gotten to the finish line of so many different things. I've got my hand raised in the ring. I've come to the finish line of a marathon, you know, that I thought was like the be all and end all. And I got to the finish line of this 100-mile race, and it was very much like you know, I expected to feel different, you know, I expected to feel differently. And when I got to the finish, I actually passed out from the pain 15 minutes later. I couldn't take the pain anymore. You know what I mean? Like, these people that were like, they were breaking themselves in half to do these races, might have put in a year's training. I had done 7 weeks, and my body was just, it wasn't capable, I don't think, of actually holding on to that much like pressure and misery, you know what I mean? So I just passed out from the pain. And so when you fast forward, what was it? 9 months from there, I was finishing up the 200-mile race, and it was completely different because I wasn't expecting to feel any different, and I didn't feel any different. It was just a thing of, you know, I had that, you know, initial fuck yes, you know what I mean? We're just after doing this huge thing. But it wasn't like I was expecting that to unlock something within me that was going to, you know, change anything about me or about my life. I was already doing that, and I was already on the right track, and I already knew that. It wasn't like I was, you know, expecting it to change me. I think that's one of the things that people get in some ways, including me, and I have done so many times. They get it wrong in that they're expecting the finish line to bring something to their lives, when that's actually not even the nature of a finish line. The nature of a finish line is to end something, you know. And if you think that like coming to the finish line of this thing is going to start something along, you have to be in the place for it to start something, and it has to be already started before you ever start on this particular journey. It doesn't have to be a run or a race in that way, but there is something that has a finish line. So if you're in a job, right, and you're an assistant manager of something, and you want to be a manager, you have to be okay as an assistant manager first, before you ever come to the point where you're a manager. If you're constantly looking from an assistant manager and want to be a manager and never actually realize, you know, that you're okay with being an assistant manager, when you get to be a manager, you're not going to feel any different. It's going to like, oh Jesus, you know, what's the next thing? What's the next thing that's above that? And I feel like that was something that changed in me, because I was always constantly looking at, you know, bang, hitting these markers, doing these goals, marathon, ultramarathon, all these type of things. And I really feel as though it you know, I had to just slow down a while and just go, I'm okay with Conor, regardless of what's happening, you know.
Yeah, that's a great place to be at, man.
Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see the full version, go to the Uncle Gold Podcast YouTube channel or watch the next clip.